Here's everything Apple just announced at today's fall iPhone event. Apple started the keynote with the announcement of the latest Apple Watch lineup, and this year we have the brand new Apple Watch Series 10. The Apple Watch Series 10 has been updated to feature its biggest display ever, and it's also the thinnest Apple Watch ever. Now, Apple says it's redesigned, but honestly, at first glance, it kind of looks the same to me. However, you'll notice that it's very rounded off, like it's very round around the corners. The display is slightly bigger than Apple Watch Ultra and is 30% larger than a Series 6. Larger displays shows more information and even makes it easier to type on. The display is up to 40% brighter when viewed at an angle thanks to the wide-angle OLED display. And there's also a new jet black color option along with a rose gold and silver aluminum. The new Series 10 is 9.7 millimeters thin and is 10% thinner than Series 9. You can also play music and podcasts directly through your speaker now for the first time, which is handy if you don't have your AirPods nearby. The new watch can also charge faster with up to 80% battery in 30 minutes. The Apple Watch Series 10 comes in a new titanium replacing stainless steel that's polished to look glossy and comes in natural gold and dark slate gray. This new lineup is powered by the S10 chip, and there are new intelligence features coming to your Smart Stack and translation app, but also some new health features. That's right, the Series 10 can now alert users to sleep apnea. It uses the accelerometer to monitor breathing disturbances throughout the night, and this feature will monitor over the course of 30 days and analyze whether or not you have sleep apnea, and it'll pass along that information to let you know what your next step should be. The built-in depth gauge is also present on the Series 10, and you can even monitor the temperature of the water when swimming, snorkeling, or diving. The Apple Watch Series 10 starts at $399 and $499 for the cellular model, and it's available for pre-order now and will be available on September 20th. Apple also added a new satin black Apple Watch Ultra 2, not 3. There's no update, just a new color option for the previous generation. There's also a new titanium Milanese loop for the Apple Watch Ultra. For you fancy folks out there, there's a new Hermes band for Apple Watch Ultra 2. It will start at $799 as usual, and pre-orders again are now, with deliveries coming next Friday. Next up, we have updates to the entire AirPods lineup. The new AirPods 4 were officially announced and have been redesigned to feature a more comfortable fit and includes the H2 chip. The charging case has also been updated to feature USB-C and delivers 30 hours of battery life, even in a smaller case. A secondary AirPods 4 model was also announced to feature active noise cancellation and transparency for the first time on a non-Pro AirPods. And you can easily toggle between these modes, or you can use the adaptive audio feature to let it do its thing for you. You do get conversation awareness on these new high-end AirPods 4, and you have wireless charging and a speaker on the case for Find My. AirPods 4 without ANC starts at $129 and $179 for the ANC version, and like the watches, it's also available to pre-order today, with orders coming out next week. AirPods Max finally got an update, and just as expected, it's just new colors. So you get new midnight, blue, purple, and orange, as well as a starlight option. And oh yeah, by the way, you no longer have lightning. It features a USB-C port. And that's it. Pre-orders also start today. It's still $549, and those will be shipped out next Friday. The AirPods Pro 2 also got a somewhat surprising update today with new features centered around hearing health. For prevention, Apple is adding a new hearing protection, basically turning your AirPods into earplugs, which is really cool. It'll adjust based on whether you're playing a show or you're most likely at a show. You can now basically use these as earplugs. Apple has also added a hearing test for your iPhone and AirPods Pro to work together so that you can check your hearing and gain awareness on where you stand, and all of that data will be privately stored in the Health app. And lastly, the AirPods Pro 2 have been updated to be a clinical grade hearing aid. That's right, a clinical grade hearing aid feature has been added to the AirPods Pro 2. And so after taking the hearing test, your AirPods will automatically be transformed into this hearing aid, and it'll be precisely tailored to your hearing profile, adjusting the levels that you need to be able to hear clearly. This is also automatically applied to movies and music and phone calls while using your iPhone and AirPods together without having to adjust anything. These features will be available in a software update later this fall. You don't have to go out out and buy a new AirPods Pro 2, just a software update later this year. Now, before we get into the rest of this video, I want to take a second to tell you about today's sponsor, Rockform, and the new lineup of cases for the iPhone 16. The all-new Rockform rugged and crystal cases have just been released, and they've been engineered to protect the new iPhone 16 in the toughest of environments. With military-grade drop protection standard, these cases are designed to withstand even the most extreme drops and impacts, keeping your new phone safe no matter where life takes you. Both the rugged and crystal cases feature the integrated MagMax magnets, which delivers the strongest hold available for MagSafe accessories. In addition, both include the built-in Rock Lock mounting system, which unlocks Rockform's complete ecosystem of versatile mounts, giving me the freedom to attach my iPhone to virtually any surface. Whether I'm on the road, at work, or out exploring, these cases are awesome. If you prefer a sleeker look, the crystal case offers the same robust protection of the rugged case with a slim, transparent design that showcases the beauty of the new iPhone 16. So whether you're looking for a case with proven rugged durability or refined elegance, Rockform has you covered. Go grab one for yourself. You can visit the link in the description down below. Let me know which one you pick. And of course, thank you Rockform for sponsoring today's video. Last but not least, we have the new iPhone 16 lineup. And starting with the new standard iPhone 16 models, we see the new colors immediately popping with that color-infused back glass now available in ultramarine, a teal, pink, and of course, white and black color options. The screen is now updated to be 2000 nits of peak brightness while outside, and the iPhone 16 now has the customizable action button that was on the iPhone 15 Pro models last year. There's also the new camera control button that allows you to adjust various camera controls by sliding your finger or using different press gestures. The iPhone 16 is powered by the new A18 chip and features a 16-core neural engine that's optimized for Apple Intelligence features. And we got a bunch of, specs thrown out about a 6-core CPU that's 30% faster than the 15 and 60% faster than the iPhone 12. And it also uses 30% less power, making this more energy efficient. And as for the GPU, there's a 5-core GPU that's 40% faster than the previous model and uses 35% less power. Apple then went over a bunch of Apple Intelligence features that we already knew about and was introduced at WWDC, like Genmoji, Image Playground, finding images faster in the Photos app and creating memory movies, and even all of the new updated Siri with personal context. Apple Intelligence will be officially available next month in a limited fashion and in limited languages, but more support in languages over the course of the next year. As for the iPhone 16 specific features, there's a new visual intelligence feature for that new camera control button. So if you're out on a walk and you see a restaurant that you've never seen before, all you do is press on the camera control button and point it at the restaurant and then click, and you'll be able to get a new card on that restaurant with all of the information that you might need. Same thing with a flyer for the event. It'll automatically add all the details to a calendar. If you see a dog out in the wild that you don't know about, it can identify the dog, and so on and so forth. Camera control also can use third-party tools like ChatGPT or even Google search something for you. This visual intelligence feature will come to camera control later in the year. As for more camera control features, Apple highlighted that a click will launch the camera app, which is great. And then you can go ahead and click it again immediately to take a photo, or you can click and hold for video. And it's all capacitive, so just different levels of, touch gestures will give you different things. If you lightly press on it, it will reveal a clean UI of the shot, kind of giving you an idea of what other things you can do with an overlay, and you can swipe back and forth to adjust things like zoom, or you can press lightly again to adjust other things like depth of field. And Apple highlighted that third-party apps like Snapchat will also be able to leverage camera control. With the new camera design going from diagonal to vertical on the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, you can now take spatial photos and videos that can be enjoyed on your Apple Vision Pro. The iPhone 16 has a bigger battery as well, and along with the power efficiency of the A18 chip, we can expect a bigger boost in battery life according to Apple. The iPhone 16 starts at $799 and $899 for the Plus models at a 128 gig base storage model. And then Apple finally introduced the brand new 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. And the iPhone 16 Pro now comes in at 6.3 inches, and the 16 Pro Max will come in at 6.9 inches. The bezels have been greatly reduced in order to achieve this size increase with minimal form factor changes. The frame is still made in that titanium, but now comes in black, white, natural, and a new desert titanium gold color. And for those wondering, I do actually like this color, but I think overall, the Pro colors really need to be spiced up, hopefully in the future. But I'd love to know your thoughts more on these colors in the comments down below. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is also claiming to have some of the better battery improvements, saying that it is the best battery life ever, and so that's the model I'm going to go with so I can get the best battery life. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max is now running the new A18 Pro chip. That's obviously going to be faster and more efficient than last year's 17 Pro chip. The new CPU is apparently the fastest CPU in any smartphone ever. The Pro and Pro Max now features a new 48 megapixel fusion camera for the main wide-angle sensor and a new 48 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. The tetraprism periscope lens is bringing the optical 5x zoom to the standard Pro model and is not just limited to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. There are new photographic styles that you can even customize and adjust the tone and color of, and styles can be changed after you capture a photo. The camera control lets you easily navigate through those styles by just swiping back and forth on that button. The iPhone 16 Pro now takes 4K 120 frames per second slow motion video thanks to that new 48 megapixel fusion sensor. And you can also capture 4K 120 ProRes and log video directly to an external storage device. You can also adjust the frame rate after you take the video inside of the Photos app. The iPhone 16 Pro has 4 studio quality mics for audio recordings and lets you take spatial audio capture during video for AirPods and Apple Vision Pro. Apple also announced a new audio mix feature that uses machine learning and identifies and separates background elements for what's happening in frame and lets you isolate that recording so that the background noise doesn't disturb what is happening in frame. And then there's a cinematic audio mode mix, which will intelligently blend both background and in-frame noise in order to get that perfect level. In the Voice Memos app, you can also record a note with like a guitar track, and then if you have a vocal idea that you want to layer on top for reference later, you can even do that too. And lastly, Apple also mentioned some new MagSafe cases that work well with the new camera control, and there's a new MagSafe charger that offers faster wireless charging in 2 different sizes, and the iPhone 16 now supports Qi 2 charging. The iPhone 16 Pro starts at $999 for the 128 base model, and the Pro Max starts at $1099 for the 256 storage model. You can pre-order all of the new iPhones starting this Friday, with shipments going out the following Friday on September 20th. And that's it. Would love to know your thoughts on the Glow Time Fall iPhone 16 event in the comments down below. Are you planning on picking up anything? Please let us know down in those comments. This is Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.